Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We got another short one here for you. Okay, let's just get right into this. I appreciate you guys. If you like this content, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and tell everybody you know. Okay, whether you like me or not, just share it. Whether it's bad or good, let the people be the choice, not you. All right, let's get into this. Trump family treated like disposable pawns and tore us apart, daughter says, after convicted January 6th rioter. Okay. So let's just go. The dad was sentenced to 7 years in prison, 7 years or 3 months for his involvement in the riot in January 6th. We'll call it that because there's definitely not a riot. The Summer of Love was riot. The peaceful protesters, those were riots. What happened here? No, that wasn't a riot. Okay. Let's just kind of go down. So, her dad describes at the dinner table, um, you know, what's going on. She's like, oh, well, because my dad got this, Trump should be held accountable too. Payton said her shouting matches between her father and children. And that's when the 18-year-old turned his father into the FBI, right? So your family, so you probably got like a right-wing mom, and the kids are polluted, and the dad is like, I'm standing up for this shit. Righteous people need to stand up. Okay? We can't let these people take over. Okay? The only sad thing is that the issue with the time that he got is because it was Democratic DAs bringing the hammer down on these guys, but yet they'll let convicted felons and murderers go. Yeah, no bond. We don't even want to do any. We don't want to do the paperwork for that. Okay, but I guess let's see, where is it? Where is it? So yeah, let's get right back into this. Um, so I guess he was a member of the 3%ers. Whatever, okay? Whatever you want to call yourselves. If you're finding yourself, you got to be called something and have some type of basis. You got churches, you have Antifa, you have all these different, institutions that have people, and they have an ideologically same mindset, with a leader, talking about it. Okay. And then he was sentenced to 7 years and 3 months in prison. And what's funny is, um, they told that the journalist said, Trump deserves life in prison if my father goes in prison for this long. What did Trump do to get himself in prison when your father did something wrong? Everybody needs to be held accountable for themselves and their own actions, regardless of who you listen to and what you listen to. You need to be accountable for yourself. You're not accountable for yourself. Well, who are you accountable for? To what? I live by my own set of rules and standards that coincide within the rules and standards of social existence. Okay? But no one told him other than himself to go there. He decided to do these things. But Trump deserves life in prison because your father did something wrong? That's just dumb and idiotic. If I was the editor for this place, yep, I would shut this down. This would not get printed. This is garbage. Yeah, who cares if the girl said this? This shit ain't right. Why does Trump deserve any prison time? He didn't do anything. They keep trying to find things. They're not finding anything. Okay? I said it before. If the right was so corrupt, like you say we are, or like someone says that the right is corrupt, where's the evidence? Where is it? Okay? You guys have the institutions, FBI, CIA. They're clearly bipartisan, and they're clearly partisan, and they're working for the left. It's clear, night and day. But yet, the Republicans, they look pretty squeaky clean. Okay? They might get them on some stupid tax thing because taxes are confusing. There's so many rules and laws. But yet, that's why we pay people to do our taxes, so we don't have to. Why would I get in trouble when that dude messed up? That's if I pay company X to do my taxes or anything for me, that takes me out of reliability for anything. Because they did it right. They're supposed to be doing it right. But if you feel like they did it wrong, then what? That's why you see all these tax stuff, right? All they're getting is tax, tax, tax. Okay? But if the left, they will find any little nook and cranny. How does in California, how does all the voters in New York, all the voters in nursing homes were 100%? It never is. Okay, look at the numbers in Australia. Australia, you have to mandate vote or jail time, and it's at like 92, 93% year in, year out. But you go to jail if you don't vote. They're at a 90. We're typically about a 60 to 65% turnout in areas. But they get 100 voter, yeah, for sure. Okay, the former president, now this is probably the best statement that they said. The former president not entirely responsible for my father's actions that day on January 6th. However, in my opinion, I believe he used orchestrated language that uses subliminal projection leading up to that day, and that the real way bypasses his supports, by leading up to that day in a real way bypasses his supporters' rational thought and appeals to their deeper emotions. So she's just making up an excuse. Whatever she says right here, whatever like messery this is, and they quote it because she probably verbatim this, but insert any excuse. I'm sorry, any excuse will do. Because he woke up in bed that day. Pick it. It don't matter. Okay. And one of the things that I have an issue with this whole thing is, which I'm going to come to, and you're going to see it at the end, and this is the reason why I made the video on this. It's because it's a joke. But I think that it's just that the former president to be convicted and served the longest sentence about the events that occurred on January 6th, Payton said. Okay, well, that's the reason why they're publishing this, is because someone said something bad about Trump. They want to get it out there for your ears and eyes. Okay? But why? What did he do? What did he do? He didn't do what your dad did. So everybody is held accountable for their own actions, not the actions of someone else. If I tell you go rob a bank and you do it, you're a fucking dumbass. Why? Okay. Payton is joined by a majority of Americans believing in Trump should be charged for January 6th. No. No. If we want to use that same rhetoric, that all the Democrats should be charged for all the damage, they should be taken out of their seats because of the summer love of 2020. All of them. They should all lose their fortunes. They should all just be jailed. Actually, in my opinion, they should be held for treason then and executed. Okay? All the Democrats that supported all the summer of love, all the newscasters I'm talking. This is peaceful protest. Yep, you're a traitor. You're a traitor to the American people. You guys are cowards. All these newscasters, you guys are cowards. I'd love for you guys to sit in front of me and let's talk. I'm an amateur. That's why it's called your average Joe. Because I'm just your average Joe, man. I work hard. I work for what I got, and I say what little I have. Okay. But when I get you guys telling me all this fuckery going on in the news and this and this and this and this, no, you're just telling me your opinion. But your opinion doesn't matter. I want to know the facts. Tell me the facts. Okay? The only facts in here that have been, that I can clearly see, is his age and his crimes done, which were like, I guess he stopped the right here. He was found guilty of carrying a weapon into Congress. Okay? Oh, yes. Interfering with police and threatening his children. Yeah. That is outside of the weapon there. That is threatening his children. Interfering with police. They are using words and wordplay so much easier. Like, interfering with police. What did he do? He probably entered the Congress when they opened the doors, and he had a gun. Where's the trespassing at? Where's the trespassing? Don't see it. Oh, that's right. They couldn't get him for trespassing. Look at this. This is terrible. Okay. Payton is joined by, I'm reading it again. Majority of Americans believing Trump should be charged for January 6th. What's the crime? Everybody there, those are all individuals. Okay? Because if you look at all the Democrats, look at the videos. Watch them speak in public. They're calling for violence. Go out there and protest. Harass them. Give them a hard time until they change their mind. So you should be held accountable for what those people do then? I mean, if it works one way, it works the other. But it clearly doesn't. But you want it to work for one side, but you don't want it to work for your side. Okay? A prison sentence for Trump would be the accountability to set the true precedent for our future as a nation to protect all American families and democracy itself, she said. I guarantee you, where's the video? I want to know the video, because I am sure that after she said, yep, that was someone else. Okay, that wasn't she. Because no one says this to protect American families and democracy itself. Nope. If you say, hey, democracy itself, after any venture, go look at all the Democrats when they give a speech somewhere in a college that they have the stronghold over. Follow the money. Follow it. Just follow it, okay? Democracy itself for the Democratic establishment. No. Nope. That's a great picture. Look at all those people in the background. Boom. Over the past few years, families and friendships have been destroyed with the rise of extremist views. Yeah. Your views. Misinformation and conspiracy theories. You see how they sum this up with misinformation, extremist views, misinformation, and conspiracy theories. Okay, show me what is misinformation, because unless if it's facts, everything is just information. Okay, is this a cell phone? Nope. This is a communication device. This is nope. This is my bank. This is entertainment. This is a video game. Okay. Rutgers conducted a poll last few months, the first few months of Trump's presidency, found that 16% of respondents said they'd stop communicating with a friend or family member after the 2016 election. Great. It's great. We need to distance ourselves from these fake ass people that don't stand for nothing. Okay? All you're doing is you're upset over whatever the Democratic Party wants you to be upset over. You guys are the violent ones. I guarantee you that if Republicans were violent, yep. We're not using machetes and Molotovs. No way. Okay? It's going to be a lot worse than this. It's going to look like a mini war zone. Because when you look at all the military, all the former military, show me a former military over on your side. Show me. Okay? And I don't want to see one on TV or a paid person because they pay these people well. Okay? I want to see someone like me on the street, serve your country, someone that I talked to today, just like I did today. Veteran walks in. Yep, looking for something. Definitely not a Democrat, I'll tell you that. Okay? You guys need to get it right. No wonder why they want to take the guns, because as soon as they take the guns, yep, they're going to be able to do whatever they want in power, but right now they understand that they can't do that. They got to take our guns away first, which is in the Constitution, that we have the right to bear arms, and you can't do nothing about it. Okay? It's a joke that these New York, Chicago, and LA, they have, gun restrictions, but they have the most gun crimes because people don't fear someone. Okay? If someone's going to come around me, yeah, they don't know if I have a gun or not. And I guarantee you, yep, one of us will be dead. I'm not going to use excessive force. Okay? But I'll do what I need to protect myself and my properties like I have the right to. This is a joke. A bartender who had cut contact with her Trump-supporting mother. Trump is like a catalyst of an earthquake that just divided the two continents. Yeah, because you guys hate Trump so much, you guys can't deal with it. Okay? But I guarantee you that a 47-year-old bartender is not someone I'm going to be looking at taking advice from. I'm just not. You deal with drunks all day long. I mean, it's pretty simple. You're 47 years old. Probably drunk as fuck. You might not be. I highly doubt you're attractive looking. Okay. Cut contact with her Trump supporting mother because you can't take words. I guarantee you that outside of this, yeah, you made good money. You had a good time during those Trump times. Now you're not. Okay. Even though her father's incarcerated and her brother is estranged from the family. It's not like they had good ties with their family already. Dad's incarcerated. Yeah, as a family, we do not need to understand each other to the fullest extent, but appreciate the other differences in a beautiful lesson that broadens our perception without judgment. That is a That is a great statement. This is probably this is the most wholehearted and the um the best thing that they've said in this article. Good job to you. As a family, we do not need to understand each other to the fullest extent, but if you're family, I'm around you the most, why wouldn't I understand you to the fullest extent, or to um, the most extent out of the people I know? I feel like I would know you more to the fullest extent than someone I went to school, a coworker, a friend, ever. Okay, but appreciate each other's differences in a beautiful lesson that has broadened our perception without judgment. That is true, but here's the thing. Yep, the right is willing to extend a hand out and go, look, man, why don't you come over here and let's have a discussion and talk, right? But the left, they don't even want to listen. All they want to do is, F you, you're racist, and you're this. When, yeah, it's just not going to work. No. And that's it for the article. Let's just check out these other headlines here just to see what kind of headline bait that they got going on. Okay, nothing really good here. Yeah, this is just John Crenshaw calls out crazy rhetoric in his own party after Trump search. Mom shamed for wearing indecent sundress to her son's party. Okay. Employee lied on resume and now must give back. Oh, what? I mean, if he got it in a bonus or salary, yeah. But if you're paying a guy that much, yep, well, you didn't do a check first. You just assume that he's good. I mean, they do checks at 50,000, at 20,000. They do checks. Like background checks or going through your resume, calling people. It you shouldn't have hired him. Shouldn't even hired him. I'd be livid. I don't know why you'd get that money back unless it was a bonus. But you didn't do your checks and balances on your end. Please charge with man. Okay. About Alabama town abolishes police hold police department over discussing racist texts. Let's see here. People like this. People love this. Surprised. Okay. Yeah, let's check this one out. Let's check out this. Listen, only had 3 police officers. Okay. Decided to temporarily disband it. Okay. So it's not a abolishes whole. Yeah, temporary. Oh, well, we're missing a word. Temporary disband. After a 2-hour hearing at the high school over racist text sent by one officer that surfaced on social media. Yeah, I mean, so one officer used a racist text. What was the text though? And I want to know what the text is. Okay, explain that the department couldn't fire those police officers due to an outdated policy that it is trying to change. However, disbanding the entire department would allow the city to lay off the officers. Okay, so plan B doesn't work. We're going to use plan D. Okay, we have other ways around getting what we want because we just can't do it the way that it's written. So we'll just do it like this, because if we just do it like this, then it's fine. Okay, based on personal policies, we cannot terminate them. Oh, yeah, based on personnel policies. Earlier in the month, what do you call a pregnant slave? Buy one, get one free. Oh my God, that is bad. That is bad. I don't care what you no. I, I don't get it. The slave and why is I don't get it. Why? Why you would do this? I don't. That is bad. I agree with that. That's terrible. We've conducted investigation and the permits taken. I mean, yeah. I mean, okay. Yep. Black residents spoke out public hearing about the implications that supposedly being protected by a police force that hates them. Look, uh, it's not. It's not that they hate them. I mean, I don't get that. That is hate. I call it an inappropriate joke. Yes, and it's not really called for. But you know, if you can't joke about things, what can you joke about then? Are you taking everything serious? I mean, that's got to be a pretty dull and boring then if you take everything so serious. Okay, I'm sure that um, these black residents out here that not necessarily the ones that spoke because the good ones will speak and the bad ones won't, but they're not doing anything to change their own community. They're not. Okay. Black residents spoke out. Yeah, you're not in our shoes. Um, who had defended the police officers. You're not black, and the joke was not on you. The joke was on us. Yeah, it, it's a joke. Do you know what a joke is? A a joke is when someone makes you laugh with content. I I, I don't find that as a laughing content, but some people might. Some people have, really gross jokes, sexualized jokes. How dirty is your mind? That is uncalled for. 100%. Okay. But here's the thing that you said. Yep. The joke. Okay. The joke. You recognize it's a joke. Okay. You know how you get accepted in life? Yep. You get made fun of. I like making people laugh because it's a lot easier to get people to like you when you laugh. Now, I'm not saying that this was a joke to laugh, but that's what a joke is. It's intended to make you laugh. Get a reaction out of you. But people get so butthurt about feelings and what other people say so much. You recognize it's a joke. It's an inappropriate joke, and that guy should be held accountable for this joke. He didn't break a law, but personnel policy, yeah, sure, I agree. Not good. Okay. Um, the plans to contract um dedicated police services with the officers next year. Okay. Yeah, that's it. One of the reasons why, if you look at like any history through time, when someone was a joke, let's just go back to, probably jesters, appeasing a king in his court or whatever, right? What did they do? They made fun of people. But when you make fun of people, you get them to be accepted in life. If you make fun of, you probably made fun of a few of your friends that you have. You probably made fun of a few coworkers that you have. And when you can make and take a joke, guess what? Yep, you're in the crowd. You're in. You're in. You're on the in. You're cool with us. Yep. But if you can't take a joke, guess what? Yep, man, you ain't cool. Yeah, I'd rather not hang out with that dude because he can't take a joke. Okay. If you look at stand-up comedians today with their content, one of the guys, I forget who, man, was talking about the LGBTQ. Once you could take a joke, you're kind of accepted. Okay, but if we can't make fun of you, yep, you're kind of not accepted then. Okay, so we could joke about all of these things in this circle, but we can't talk about what? I'm sorry, but jokes are meant to be a joke, make you laugh. If you get upset over a joke, maybe you shouldn't be listening to jokes then. Okay, especially a Joe with a K in the E. Joe. All right. Well, kind of that's it for my funniness here. We'll see you guys. This has been a pleasure. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it.